you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
This is the best pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
And I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show.
So this past week, Don and I actually went and saw, they're both remakes, but they were both like good movies. We went and saw them in the theater this week. So we're going to talk about The Running Man and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. But first, Don, if you want to...
Well, before we continue, we want to let everyone know that this show is broadcast live from the Fact TV studios in Bellows Falls. Fact TV is a community access center that provides studio space and production services free of charge to community members in southern Vermont and Keene. If you're interested in creating your own show, already producing content and wish to submit it, or want to stay informed about news and events in southern Vermont and Keene, including live coverage of local town meetings, sporting events, and community events, visit fact8.com.
All right, thanks, Don. So before we get into the two movies, I just want to give the weekend box office. Now You See Me, Now You Don't opened at number one at $21.0 million, which is probably right in line with what they expected. The Running Man, I think me and you were both kind of surprised, opened second at 16.5, which I thought was probably higher end for the studio. Predator Badlands dropped off quite a bit, going to third with $12.7 million. Regretting You still holding on pretty strong, $3.7 million. And Black Phone 2 is still in the top five at $2.6 million.
Wow, so a lot of the same movies are kind of staying out there.
So something tells me, and I know you're going to hate to hear this, something tells me, given the popularity of Black Phone 2, they're probably going to make a Black Phone 3. You know, because it's already at $75 million domestic, and I think its total production budget was like less than 40. So I mean, it's already, and that's just domestic. It's already almost doubled it. So they're probably going to make some excuse of how he can come back and do it again. So
Right.
So I'm sure they're probably going to. So
I'll tell you the truth. I forgot if the guy got killed in the end. I mean,
he did.
I don't even. And he'll get killed again.
Exactly. He'll be resurrected somehow. So we saw Running Man on last Thursday.
Right.
Glenn Powell, who's kind of getting to the point where he's everywhere right now. You know, he's been in like 3 or 4 movies a year. He's turning into The Rock. But I liked it. I mean, it's a remake of, I want to say 87, 88, might have even been a little later than that, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie,
Right.
Which was really good, I thought. That gets a 6.6, the original, and that's held up pretty well because it's almost 40 years old. This Running Man got a 6.6 at the time I looked at it. I'm sure it's probably gone down. But what did you think?
I thought it was okay. I mean, it's an action movie that kind of kept it going. I felt like it was a little cartoony,
Right.
but I think that's okay, kind of for that movie. Had a lot of like thematic, almost like political or criticisms of our culture and our society.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I thought was really interesting.
I like that.
So
yeah.
that made that, really gave that movie like an extra, point or star or however you look at it in my eyes, because it made it kind of interesting. So the fact that it was cartoony made it was kind of a satire.
No, it was absolutely. It's different than the original. I don't remember. Do you remember if you actually did see the original?
I don't know if I saw it. I feel like, I had a real awareness of it when it came out, but I don't know if I saw it.
Because in the original, they're forced. They don't have a choice. They're forced to do this. In this movie, they volunteer because you get $1 billion if you make it. And the other difference from the beginning to from the first one to this one is, in the first one, they're in the arena. This one, you're anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere, so it's like different in that aspect. So I like that idea. I definitely thought it was too long, though. I mean, it was 2 hours and 15 minutes for a movie like that.
Yeah.
After
could've-
like 100 minutes, I think you're gonna kind of lose your audience after a while.
Yeah, could have
'cause
moved a little quicker.
Definitely could have. But I thought it was entertaining. I'm glad we saw it. I mean, I would watch it again. Like, I wouldn't go to the theater and see it again. I'd watch
Right.
it, like, have it on while I was doing something or something like that. I would definitely watch it again. I thought it was entertaining.
Well, I saw something about it too that the original, the book that Stephen King wrote, they said the ending is different. Now I'm really intrigued. It's different from both the Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man and the new Running Man. That it's has an even creepier ending.
I
And
wonder
I'm like,
how that ends.
oh,
Yeah,
now
because-
I want to know.
Because this one ended kind of the way the Schwarzenegger one does. Different, but similar. You know, the outcome's the same pretty much.
I haven't read a Stephen King book in years.
I don't think I've ever read a Stephen King book.
Wow.
Oh no! Is there something with Tom Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read that one.
I think it's called The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon.
Yeah, I think I read that, but I haven't read many books in my life. I'm not a reader. Of Mice and Men's my favorite book. But yeah, so no, I would definitely recommend. I mean, 6.6 I would say is probably a little high. You know, I would give it at least a 6. I'd give it a passing rate. But I would recommend seeing it. If you had nothing else to do on a cold night.
Right.
But then Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yeah. We were really looking forward to this.
Yes. And it is on Netflix, but Dawn found out that it was playing in Keene. I was like, let's go. It's 2.5 hours, but it's worth it. And it was great. I thought it was excellent.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Right. I think Guillermo del Toro, he's getting to be like one of the most highly regarded directors.
Absolutely.
Because what did he do before this? Pinocchio?
Pinocchio, yep. Shape of Water, which he won Best Picture and Best Director for.
Right. Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare
Which
Alley,
I
yep.
thought was excellent.
The
I
one
really
that
liked
I
it.
just mentioned the other night, now I forgot it again.
Guillermo del Toro movie?
Remember? I mentioned it in your car. The two of them.
Oh, shoot.
Man,
What is the name of it? It's the one with the giant robots that have to fight the space aliens.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yes, which was good. We both liked that.
Surprising. That movie, and I didn't know it was Guillermo del Toro. I just watched the movie, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it, because it didn't seem like the type of movie that I would really get into. But it was excellent.
What about Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh, that was really great.
I have not seen that. I heard that got really well regarded.
That's creepy. That's a really creepy movie.
Yeah, I'm going to have to write that down.
I mean,
What'd you think of Hellboy?
Hellboy's good.
I
yeah.
like Hellboy. I was surprised because that's certainly the kind of movie I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
I've got one of his at home. I didn't get to watch it this week. It's called The Devil's Backbone. And the library has it, so after I return it, people can go and watch it. But I was kind of excited about it. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. But the Frankenstein, how many Frankensteins have you seen?
I just saw the one with Robert De Niro, and apparently I didn't remember it that well because after watching this movie, I was like, I don't remember the story being the way it was at all.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't really care for the Robert De Niro one.
No, me either. And Kenneth Branagh.
It was very non-memorable, obviously, because I don't remember that story being this story.
And I don't think it got rated very highly. Let's see if it's on here.
But I will say
Mary
this about
Shelley's Frankenstein?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think the acting in this movie, like all the characters were excellent. I mean, nobody missed a beat at all. I mean, the guy who played Jacob Elordi, who played the creature, I thought he was excellent. I liked how he could only say Victor for like most of the movie. I just thought it was great. Because I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was kind of like clever, and the way that the story was told with the two different parts. I thought that was really like a genius way of doing it.
Right.
Because I didn't expect that. I mean, when it said part 1 this, I was like, okay, what's part 2 going to be? And I didn't think it was going to be what part 2 was. So I thought that was a genius way of doing it.
Right.
And
I thought the costumes were excellent, the sets, the cinematography, the colors that they used. My only beef, and I was saying this to Alex, my only beef with it was they had a scene with some wolves, with a pack of wolves, and it was CGI, and to me it was very obvious it was CGI.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. This is kind of like one of my things. Like anytime people use like a lot of CGI, they tend to not give whatever the creature or person or whatever it is weight, like actual weight.
right.
Like and I don't get it. It's like you would think they would abide by this time. They would have mastered this. They would have figured this out so that everybody doesn't look like they're made of styrofoam.
Right.
I mean,
no, I know what you're saying.
These
Exactly.
wolves are like floating around, like zing, zing, and it's like, there's gravity. There's such a thing as gravity, and
Exactly.
you should be able. I'm not a computer person, but you should be able to program gravity into
You
it.
would think by now.
But I mean, it's an excellent movie. So this
No,
is
it is.
I'm
It's
nitpicking by saying this.
I mean, I certainly would say that there's definitely multiple Oscar nominations for this. If not for acting or directing or whatever, I mean, at least like you said, the cinematography, the makeup, costumes, stuff like that. I can see multiple Oscar nominations for this movie.
And now you said before this you hadn't really seen Oscar Isaac in very much.
Not much. I meant to go back and look, and we had mentioned he was in the Star Wars movies.
Right.
Other than that, I don't think I have actually seen him in anything.
He was in I think it's a Coen Brothers movie.
Oh, Inside Llewellyn Davis?
Yeah.
I did actually look him up. Yeah, because that got really highly rated, I feel.
It did, but I didn't,
haven't seen that.
I didn't like it as much as everybody else or the critics or whatever did.
That had a pretty good cast, too, though, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just him. It was a few other famous people.
There's another one. What is it called? It's not January Man, but it's January is in the title. The Ghost of January, something like that. He did a movie like that where he was kind of a creepy character. I'd have to look it up.
So I did actually look up a couple things about him the other night because I think I told you, I think it's called The Most Violent Year with him and Jessica Chastain. It does get highly rated, but it's not a famous director. Someone I'd never heard of before, so I don't know where I got the famous director part from.
Oh, I know it is. 3 Faces of January. Is that what it is? 2 Faces, 3 Faces? All right, now I'm getting. I'm going to confuse you, poor people. You're going to be looking for these movies I'm talking about, and you don't even get the titles correct. Let's see what it's called. Come on. Oh, he was in At Eternity's Gate with Willem Dafoe. Oh, come on. Where's the January movie? 2 Faces of January.
2 Faces.
It gets 6.2.
So Guillermo del Toro has a new movie. It's pre-production right now, starring Oscar Isaac, called Fury. Crime thriller where two men carrying their past regrets travel together in a journey while reminiscing, talking, and committing a brutal series of murders.
Oh,
That sounds interesting.
does sound interesting.
When it says brutal, Guillermo del Toro, you know it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even this movie wasn't really, like, violent or whatever, but the gory scenes were gory.
Right.
Like, no, he didn't, like, hold back at all, which he never does, which I think is, like, part of his charm, who's the guy, I always forget his name, that did Requiem.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you could tell his movies are his movies. Like, without like, hesitation whatsoever. You could just be like,
How are we
this-
forgetting
I
this?
know, no.
Darren
Aronofsky. You can tell his
Aronofsky,
movies. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky. You can tell his movies. It's like Black Swan, like 20 minutes of that movie, you're like, yeah, this has Aronofsky all over it. It's just, because it's dark from the beginning. It's like just completely dark. I don't think I've seen a movie he's done that was not dark. Like, I love The Wrestler. I think The Wrestler is very underrated.
Yeah, that's true. He does make very dark movies.
Yeah, I mean, what's the one you gave me with Javier Bardem?
Aronofsky?
Yeah, wasn't it him? Him and Jennifer Lawrence? Mother?
Oh, yeah, Mother.
That was dark.
Yeah.
That only gets like a 6.5. I liked it, though. I thought it was good.
Yeah, he does have kind of a dark way about him.
The Whale?
The Whale.
That was really good.
Yeah, definitely. What was I just going to say was dark? Oh, David Cronenberg always has like a gross out scene in
Yeah.
all of his movies,
Yeah.
too. He was kind of known that way. Even if he would have this tremendous, it was a great movie, really highly acclaimed, but it had something really gross in it.
What's the one he did with Viggo Mortensen and Naomi Watts? And
Something about violence?
Vincent Cassel.
No. That's the one where he was in the Russian mafia.
You're talking about A History of Violence, right?
History of
But,
Violence.
yeah, I'm talking about
That's not the one.
Because that's another one where there's like really, you could tell that's a Cronenberg movie because it's just, you can just totally tell. Did he pass away?
Cronenberg? No, he actually had a new movie recently, and his son's been making movies. Yeah, we should be looking at Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, he's 82.
He's getting up there. There, Viggo Mortensen, or Viggo, because he's got two G's. Viggo Mortensen. Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises. That was good.
That was yeah. It got a 7.6 here.
Yeah,
on
I like that a
IMDb.
lot. You know, I liked it a lot. I think he was nominated for an Oscar for that.
Is that right? Yeah, Cronenberg got close. I don't think he got an Oscar, but for Dead Ringers, with I can't think of the Brit. He's a British actor, and he's not. He was really popular for a while, but he kind of like petered out because I think he only can do angry face, you know.
Jeremy Irons?
Jeremy Irons.
I didn't think of that. I actually got on that.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons just can't, you know,
Wasn't he Alfred in one of the...
He was.
In
one of the Batmans.
Like one of the Batmans. Was it Batman versus Superman?
I think it's, yeah.
I think it might have been that
I think that's
way.
the one.
Yeah.
Because Michael Caine was in the
Dark Knight trilogy.
Right.
And now it's, what's his name? Somebody you wouldn't expect.
No, but it's another British actor, right?
It is, yeah.
Shoot, who was it? I know who you're talking
Andy
about.
Serkis?
Andy Serkis.
Is that it?
Wow.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because isn't he more like a comedy or...
Doesn't he usually, he's the guy that...
I think he's in the Planet of the Apes movies, the remakes.
Right.
Yeah.
And doesn't he also play the Golem? I think he plays the Golem in
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. But yeah, it kind of caught me off guard. I didn't think he would play Alfred, you know.
Right.
He was good though. I mean, I thought he was a good actor. Yeah, he's in all the Planet of the Apes remakes. And yeah, he is Gollum in the Lord of the Rings movies.
So, you know, we were also talking about the Frankenstein movies. I mean, the 1931 is pretty iconic. And I think it was amazing. I think it was, for a long time, it was a pretty amazing movie because it's only 70 minutes long. And they packed a lot of that story into it.
And this one was like twice as long.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, this was an excellent movie. And I think I'll go out on a limb and say this is the best Frankenstein movie that's ever been made.
How many have there actually been made? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. This has to be at least 8. Because there's
that many?
There's the Kenneth Branagh, Robert De Niro one. There was another one since then. There was one that was made on television in the 70s with Michael Sarrazin. I'm trying to think who. Of course, they had to have done one before, you know, probably some schlocky one around 1960. Somebody had to have made Frankenstein.
Well, they made one.
But there's a lot. I mean, I'll go out and say there's about 8. I'm sure.
Did Young Frankenstein count?
Well, no, because that's kind of like a.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of. There's a lot more than 8.
But I mean, there's Bride of Frankenstein and stuff too.
The Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Unbound, Flesh for Frankenstein, The Evil of Frankenstein, National Theater Live Frankenstein, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, Frankenstein Created Woman, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Frankenstein 2007 TV movie, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Frankenstein was done in 2023, apparently. Son of Frankenstein, Frankenstein 1910, Frankenstein 1992, The Curse of Frankenstein, The Frankenstein Chronicles, Frankenstein The Anatomy Lesson.
Right.
Yeah, there's a ton.
And most of it is pretty lousy.
Half of it, yeah.
I mean, outside of the 1931 movie, which I think was excellent, and the new movie that just came out, most of the stuff in between is crap. You know, it's not really worth our time. Even though, you know, Kenneth Branagh and Robert De Niro are great actors, I don't think that movie, I think both of us don't even remember it, so it's probably not even worth our time going back to try to watch it again.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't watch it again.
And I've tried to do this. A few times I've watched a movie, and I wasn't impressed with it, and I didn't understand why, so I had to go back and watch again. And I had the same feelings again, like Amsterdam
Right.
and The Master.
And neither one did anything for you the second time.
The Shining, I can't tell you how many times I've seen The Shining now, and I keep thinking, well, maybe I'm missing something, and it just doesn't do it for me. Never has. And I've tried, people. I know people love The Shining, but
I think it's a classic.
and it's got Jack Nicholson in it too. I mean, Jack Nicholson is great. And it's Kubrick, which
Right.
makes the movie interesting, but I don't know. It doesn't pay off. So it doesn't achieve total heaviosity.
Well, it's like me in The Big Lebowski. That's your Big Lebowski.
But you've only seen it once.
I haven't seen it once. I got to the same part twice and had to turn it off. The same exact part.
What
both times.
part?
I don't even remember. I got to the point. It wasn't even that part that made me mad. It was just enough. I just can't do it anymore.
Well, hey, man, that's just like
Exactly.
your opinion, man.
Exactly. I did not. I'm not that kind of movie. Like it's like I already saw Wayne's World. I don't need to see The Big Lebowski.
Oh man,
That was just my opinion. I mean, I'm obviously in the minority because it gets an 8.1 on IMDb.
yeah. There's got to be other people that don't like it.
More
but
people like it than don't. Obviously.
I love that. I love that movie. That's one of my faves. Almost all the Coen Brothers movies are really good, except for that
Lady Killers.
Lady Killers.
I
Oh, my
remember it
God.
now because it was so terrible. So, Most Violent Year, it says, in New York City, 1981, an ambitious immigrant fights to protect his business and family during the most dangerous year in the city's history. It gets a 6.9.
That's watchable.
And it's J.C. Shandor is the director.
Huh.
I have no idea who that is. It's Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain. So that's definitely something I want to check out.
I think he's a good actor, but I don't think he's totally grabbed me. I don't know if like putting Oscar Isaac on a movie is going to make me,
No.
drive me to go see it. Not
No,
like
definitely not.
I don't know, like Edward Norton. I mean, if Edward Norton's in a movie, I want to see it.
Yeah, me too. He's a very good actor.
Who else? Paul Dano. We both liked Paul
Yep.
Dano a lot. I don't know. Other people, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I mean, if he's on a movie, I mean, to me, that's like a mark of quality.
Oh, so he's in Dune.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
not
in Dune
the first
too.
one?
He's in Star Wars and Dune.
Yeah. So he's got a couple pretty decent franchises going. But he was only in Dune Part 1. He wasn't in the second one.
He's Duncan Idaho, right? No, he's the father.
Duke Leto.
He's the Duke, yeah, because I
Yeah.
think he gets killed in the first one. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you ruined it for me. I was going to watch them both before we go see the last one. Now, apparently, I can skip the first one. Yeah,
Well-
there's not a lot that I guess he was in X-Men Apocalypse, too.
I don't remember that.
But, yeah, I definitely haven't seen many movies that he's been in.
I think he's good. I mean, he's not. He doesn't drive me.
No,
to go
he's
see
not a
movie.
draw. He's definitely not a draw. But he was great in Frankenstein, and I thought they all were. I mean, Mia Goth, I thought was great. Christoph Waltz is always great. Everything he's in.
Yeah, it was just an all around excellent film. Well worth going to see at the time. The money, so good. Because sometimes I go see a movie and I'm like, geez, why did I waste 2 hours of my time?
Renfield. Every
With
time.
Renfield.
That's my
Oh.
go-to. It's only 93 minutes. Thank the Lord.
Or that other one, what was the Halloween? What was it?
Yeah, no, that was worse. Halloween ends.
Halloween,
I
oh.
hope Halloween ends.
Well, we
After that.
have to go see some dogs so that we have something to compare when we see a good movie. Then we're like, we can a sigh of relief that we saw something decent and didn't waste our time. But you got to see some crappy movies once in a while too.
Yeah, I mean, they're still entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, Renfield, it was funny. It was, was it supposed to be funny?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, but I don't think it was funny the way that they thought it was going to. Like you mentioned that Nicolas Cage couldn't talk with the teeth in.
I've never seen a vampire
Yeah.
that couldn't talk with his teeth.
It was awful. It was like almost purposely bad. Like, it was terrible. And Nicholas Hoult has actually turned out to be pretty big
He is.
lately. I mean, I know we didn't see in the theater or whatever, but did you ever see Juror Number 2?
No.
Because that's actually a really, really good movie. That's the last movie Clint Eastwood directed. That might be the last movie Clint Eastwood directs, period.
Yeah.
But
Does he have something in the works?
I don't know.
Let's
But,
check it out.
Did you say you saw something about him being sick?
Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Yeah.
People have said that, he hasn't kind of come out of his home, like they hadn't seen him in a long time, so that leads you to think, yeah, Clint Eastwood. Let's see how old he is.
He's old, like 95, 96.
Somebody just put up, on Facebook, somebody put up that Mel Brooks, celebrated his 100th birthday. He doesn't celebrate his 100th birthday until June.
He's going to be 100.
He's going to be 100
I was
in
going to say
June.
Mel Brooks isn't 100. He really is going to be 100?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. He's May 31st. This is 1930. So
He's
that makes him
95.
95 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if he's got
so
something.
we are out of time. So
Oh yeah, they don't have anything in development for him.
so we're gonna go see Wicked probably this week, and we'll have a new movie to talk about.
Right?
So this has been our newest picture. Wow, why don't you close it?
This is our newest episode
of the Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler, and these are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Here's Johnny. Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.